Hey, what's up, YouTube? This your boy at 3 Angels Message. No more gang stalking. Just coming at you with another one. As you can see, this guy right here, I've seen him standing on the corner, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You see the lights on and off. This is what these people do. And I show the persecution in the mix of doing the work of Yahshua to let people know that something has started. That something started, and I don't know if this is Jacob's trouble. I don't know if this is Jacob's trouble or what, but something started. It's a tribulation. Tribulation means pressure, and that's what these people have been trying to do, put pressure on us. There's been a spiritual conflict with these wicked people out here. They're everywhere. They recruit people. They go and knock on doors to recruit people with fake dossiers to get them to be a part of this. They will reward them with gift cards, and I guess they can work their way up. They get the whole neighborhood involved, other neighborhoods involved, because of the social media aspect of this. So this is where we at in the society. It's the end of days, and true and real targets need to understand this. You need to understand that yes, there's human agency in this. There is human agency in this, because remember, the devil have proxies in this world, and he used human agencies to try to destroy Christ in the womb. He tried to destroy Christ in the womb. He tried to destroy Christ when he was a baby, and he used human agency. He used human government. And remember, the mark of the beast is an allegiance. And you got to remember, a lot of these people are people that's in the church, in the apostate churches. A lot of these people are Masons, Eastern Stars. They're part of governments. It is just wicked. You know, wicked. Why the human governments use this as some type of experiment to get you, because they are all about material in the flesh. You know, money. You know, the things of the flesh, things you can touch, material. But the Bible already tells us that the end of the age is going to be a worship, a war of worship. There's going to be a war of worship, and the Almighty Messiah have let us know what the mysteries of the Bible have opened it up to us. The mark of the beast, I don't believe it's going to be a computer chip. It's going to be a tattoo. It's not going to be none of that. I believe it's going to be a spiritual mark, a mark of allegiance. The mark on the head is where you think at, where you make your decisions at. So the mark on the head are going to be those who believe the deception. They are gung-ho for the deception. They work hard for the deception, and they are just all in for the deception. The mark on the hand are those who don't really, it's their works. They don't really believe it, but you know, they see new normals. They see government mixing in with the population, and they seeing a whole bunch of things they probably ain't never seen before, and we're in these new normals, and they be like, I don't want to go against this. So you know, they don't really believe in the spiritual aspect of it or nothing like that, but they don't really even agree probably with what's going on, but they participate because they don't want to lose their flesh, the material, right? They don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to go against the crowd or none of that, you know. You see all this, right? You know what I'm saying? They have the whole population, but they don't want to really go against the herd mentality. They don't want to go against the crowd. So they go along to get along. And that's the mark of the beast. God's word proved true for many generations. Like, you can go back to his word and it might fit for that generation, but it'll fit for another, another generation. His word is just like an echo. If I can say that, it's like an echo. It fit many generations and many time spans, many ages, many different ages. His word do. And it all goes back to Babylon. The gods of Babylon that have taken over America. That's why you've seen the rainbow on the White House. That was basically the god Ishtar saying that I have your government. Your government is now and is fully under my control. With the rainbow on the White House, Ishtar's rainbow. And that's how, you know what I'm saying, just proclaiming to the country and to the world that the so-called Queen of Heaven has control over the government. Ishtar. So we're dealing with principalities. And like I said, the gods of Babylon that's making America into a pagan society and an atheist society. You know, when you start hearing people talk about chakras and all these things, you know, they have kicked God out the marketplace. And once God is kicked out the marketplace, then that's when mutilating kids and little boys and cutting off their balls for them to be girls and vice versa. And cutting off their breasts so they can be men. And transgenders that's dressed up looking like they came out of straight hell, teaching story time to kids in the school system, reading books to them about daddy can get pregnant. And this is where we at. These people have the whole community that hate just a handful of people in the community. I don't even know of any other targets, only one female in this community. Because they try to hide from, if there is any, they try to hide from it. And they try to hide from it, they try to outrun it. But how you gonna outrun the flood? Remember in the book of Revelations, it says that the dragon spit out a flood against a woman. And in Daniel, the angel told him what water means. You know what I'm saying? What the sea means. Water means people, languages, tongues, and tribes. That's what water represents in the Bible. So the dragon, you think a dragon spit out fire, but it spit out water. It spit out water to kill Jesus when he was an infant. It spit out the Roman government. It spit out slander. It spit out lies. And everybody, especially in the Protestant churches, are equating everything with Israel over there in the Middle East. But what about the remnant? What if there's a remnant of Israel? What if there's descendants of Israel in the society? You might not know, but God knows. You might not know, but God knows. We're going up against Rome and the synagogue of Satan. In the synagogue of Satan. The people who started these wicked programs, there was Mayorkas, Garland, all of them were Jews, were so-called Jews. These were so-called Jews in the positions that were labeling people as domestic terrorists. These were Jews. And then when you look at that, then you can really start to see the war that's happening in this country. Because if you don't believe in worship, a lot of these occultists do, and they want to stop the descendants because they want to stop Messiah from returning. They believe they can stomp out the woman's seed, his remnant, then that will stop the Messiah from returning to this planet. And they really truly believe that. Red car, here we go. And they really truly believe that. And this is the war that it's a war of worship, a war of those who's going to believe in the beast system and follow the beast system through fear, through intimidation, or those who are going to remain loyal to Christ. I just want them to hop out a red shirt, and look, they live in the neighborhood. Look at them. You know, they weaponize. You know what I'm saying? All this is weaponized East German Stasi tactics that they done taught to the whole community. They taught this to the whole community. These people they're not even on their own hate. They're on somebody else's hate. And this is what these people do. I mean, this is what they do. They're not even on their own hate. And a lot of it is coming from, yep. Because the Bible tells us so. Every time you have a emergence of church and state, you have persecution. And trust me, with gang stalking, what do you think? I done seen these people come knocking on the doors to recruit people with their dossiers, and I happen to see some papers that are talking about mental illness, schizophrenia. I mean, like, and then it was gone because they gave it to somebody in the house. So they was framing up narratives around people. They was setting people up because most people could not even realize something like this will happen, that the government will spend their time on people like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so beyond what the average person would think. And it can be so unbelievable for people, because they'd be like, why you? Who are you? Who are you for the government to be hunting down, spending all these resources and all these people? Why would they care about you? Why would they care about you? I mean, these people are everywhere. This is the beast system. These people they have taken the mark of the Antichrist beast system. Remember, the Bible said they will kill you and they will think they're doing God a service. Look at them. Look at the hate. You don't even know these people. I never seen that dude in my life. I mean, when this first started, people was like, they shooting frequencies into the cities to make people agitated. And, you know, it was so much going, because it had a whole community baffled. Like, what is going on? What is this? They didn't zombify people. Was it in the COVID shots? What happened to people? What happened? It's been betrayal after betrayal. I mean, just betrayal after betrayal. Betrayed by family members, betrayed by everybody. I mean, just betrayed, you know? And this is what these people, I mean, trust me, man, I got videos, you know what I'm saying? You know, because everybody is a part of the beast system. And the Bible tells us this, because if you're not on the side, because that's why it's called a remnant, because it's going to be few people that keep their morals, that keep their integrity, and that's the side, and that's going to be the side of Yeshua. And it tells us, that's why you have to go to the Bible, because the Bible tells us that the whole world will worship the beast. The whole world is going to worship the beast. And a beast can relate to a government, it can relate to a state power, and all these people are going to worship the Antichrist beast system. And one of the things that it said in the Bible, that it will be basically like a spell that's over the whole population. The whole population will have like a spell over them. You know, they will have a spell over them. And if you really talk, you can see this. People are just like, it's unbelievable. The whole society, not just the society, but this is going on all across the nation. All across the nation. Because you got to think about the churches. A lot of those churches have Masons in them. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's spiritual. It's more spiritual than people will realize. It really is. It's more spiritual than people will realize. And that's why a whole bunch of people will take the mark and not realizing that they have taken the mark of the beast. You know? And so then then this is how we fight back, because it says that we overcome the beast and the world by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. So we got to have things like this up. Because this is how we fight this war. We got to fight this war through the weapons that's mighty through God. I mean, because if not, how can you fight? That's like, how can you fight this flood? How can you fight this flood? I don't care how big and big, how can you fight this flood? They can have, because a lot of these people are just puppets. A lot of these people are puppets. They're not even on their own accord. They're the flying monkeys. They're the flying monkeys of this Antichrist beast system. All on social media. If you're a target, you are the topic. They obsess over us. The voyeurism, they obsess over us. They have 24-hour surveillance, citizen surveillance around my home. I mean, this is what these people do. They sit in court. Ain't none of this normal. I've been going through this for years. Every day, 24/7, every day for years. And this through what God blessed us with. What would that do to the mental health of somebody? They're trying to destroy you. Not only do they want to destroy you physically, but they're trying to destroy you spiritually and mentally. And you can't even argue with nobody, because they will sit up there and lie to you right in your face. They have no honor. They will lie. What good is it to lie, to argue with a liar? And this is what you have, you know what I'm saying? This is the deep state. All this for one person. All this for one person. Look at it, all this for one person. All this for one person. They want to just hurt somebody so bad. That's all broken people can produce. That's all they can produce. They can't produce no good thing. It ain't about healing. This stuff has brought nothing but division and hate here. That's all it brought. And like I said, they don't care. They don't care about the streets being clean. Nothing. They just care about this agenda of targeting. That's all they do, and it's amazing. You ask any target, it's amazing how they grab the minds of these people. They got the minds of these people. I mean, that's amazing. They have these people, man, when I had my car, they will have people that will back into you to cause an accident. And then once you try to do the insurance, you can't even do the insurance, because they know all your insurance, they know what you're insured, they know all that. And you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, your insurance company is recruited. Your adjuster is recruited by these deep state Antichrist beast people. I'm serious. They use their kids. These people just sit around all day. That's all they do all day. That's all these people do. This is like the scum of the earth around here. I mean, this is what these people do all day. Look, they ain't got to work. All they got to do is sit up there and eat McDonald's. That's what these people do. This is and they didn't brought, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is through Obama. This is through just so many, this is on so many political levels. Obama, George Bush, 9/11, all this. And they created this wicked society. In a minute.